Alright. Today I'm looking at Matthew McConaughey's recent book and memoir, Greenlights. I've always been a big fan of Matthew McConaughey's work. His acting work in movies like Mud, Interstellar, True Detective, Dallas Buyers Club, you know, the classics. Although I wasn't too sure about his authorship and if he was just another Hollywood actor trying to cash in on a book. So I was a little bit skeptical when I purchased the book, but maybe like a chapter in, I was hooked. This dude is such a great open and poetic storyteller. It's good to see that he wasn't just trying to sell a book out of the blue. He was actually working on this for quite some time. So a bit of a backstory with the book. McConaughey actually ventured to the desert, stayed there for 52 days isolated by himself, just him and his past writings of 36 years of journal entries, which details his upbringing, getting into Hollywood, his personal philosophies, crazy stories, getting arrested, and all these other lessons that he's learnt throughout life. Plus all the synchronistic opportunities that he received that he likes to call green lights. So the book lays out his life chronologically from when he was a kid growing up in Longview, Texas, to where he got his first big break on the movie Dazed and Confused, while climbing the ladder of stardom and catching these green lights. So when you're reading the book, you'll see that it's a very visual experience. It's not just the words that make up the book. There's things like snippets from his journals, photographs and Polaroids, and even just a full page from his journal just smack bam put into this one. So you can just turn a page and it's just Matthew McConaughey's scribbly handwriting that takes you like a day to decipher. At first I found this was a little bit jolting, kind of pulls you away from the book. But when you get into the flow and you get used to that kind of style, it does kind of bring this layer of authenticity. When you see that handwritten journal from like 20 years ago, so you're not just reading the words of him recounting his stories, you're actually reading the very words of 23-year-old Matthew McConaughey. So yeah, the running theme of the book is catching these green lights. I like how McConaughey sort of explains this theme. And so he says here, life's about getting those green lights. How to catch more yeses in a world of no's. But when the yellow and red lights come, be patient because eventually they'll turn to green. He's got a very optimistic outlook, and having that mixed with the rawness and honesty, it really inspires you. So it is quite an easy read. Anyone can pick it up, even if you're not a big reader. But if anything, it's kind of just worth it for the storytelling and hearing his perspectives. You get to see this like other side where he goes into thoughts from his childhood about knowing he wanted to be a dad when he was 8 years old. The moment he met his wife and, had kids, and talking about the loss of his father, and gives you this deeper insight to what you've normally seen of this guy just on the movies. He also explains in the book that green lights can be things that you've really stuck to and you've worked hard at, and eventually they do pay off. It's the whole idea about investing in your own future and being true and kind to your future self. I remember him actually talking about when he won the award for Best Actor in the Dallas Buyers Club. You put in these long days and a lot of hard work and effort. He didn't actually receive that award until a year and a half after the movie was made. It was a really good example about putting in the hard work now for it to pay off later. It really reminded me how Jordan Peterson says we need to learn how to sacrifice the now, delay gratification, bargain with reality to be able to get a greater payoff in the future. I'll save my marshmallow now so I can get 2 tomorrow. Oh yeah, he also released a guided companion journal to pair with the book. I'm yet to get one of these journals, but I've seen a few examples and it looks great. It sounds very similar to a book I've previously done a review on, the Daily Stoic. How this one has a companion journal to go with it. It just helps you understand and solidify the content even more. But yeah, overall, awesome read. I can't wait to get into it again. I suggest you go and grab yourself a copy because it's been out for a little bit now, so I'm sure it's nice and cheap. But I just wanted to end this review on a quote that I got from the book, which I thought was pretty cool. We all step in shit from time to time. We hit roadblocks. We fuck up. We get fucked. We get sick. We don't get what we want. We cross thousands of coulda done betters and wish that wouldn't have happened in life. Stepping in shit is inevitable, so let's either see it as good luck or figure out how to do it less often. Yeah. Anyway, that's it for me. Thanks for sticking around. Go grab a copy. I'm Scotty Brizzle, signing out.